Okay, have fatigue and suppressed immunity. Pretty overcast. That'll take a while to grow in. This is very different than the regular game, just like hardcore was very different for New Vegas. Using two mods, Simple Green and Simple Red. Those are just to change the looks of it, not the actual gameplay. Now that I've actually seen what's on the roof, I'm kind of curious what they are. It looks like a futuristic chimney. Let's see if it registers. Nope. You see some of the wiring pipes from up here. Time to move on. There is a raider and a dog that's nearby. What I've done slightly differently than the last episode is I switched over to lead belly. and that is simply because of the radiation damage that will accumulate. And Aqua Girl, in this case, I played the regular game as a male character, playing this one as a female to see if there's any difference. This one is to cut down on the radiation from being in water. Both of these are to cut down the damage on radiation, which will be a problem in a survival game. The bug. This is gonna be bad. Got ambushed by him. That can be adjusted for. Means mobility. And using VATS a bit more. There's 3 of them over here. I was wondering what was detecting me. Still am. Something that's detecting me, but it's not hostile. There's a bloat blast. Third one. I need to retreat. If I can, shoot. Those float blasts do a lot more damage than I thought they would. There's a way to defend against that. That is Dogmeat. I'll just have to watch out for the mole rats that appear. The thing about survival is it will require completely different tactics. Even if it sounds a little bit strange, also a completely different strategy. Strategy being overall goals, tactics being how you get there.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You want to come with me, pal? Okay, then.
See if I have any type of armor. No, not yet. I went right past somebody with armor. I think it should be close enough. Well, no armor on that either. No, this also works since this is just outside the area for this red rocket. I got a good amount that I can make even without chemists. Don't usually do mines too much. Syringe ammo. Haven't really done too much with this either. gonna be valuable right away. So that means I might want to consider getting chemist. If you read through that, it just tells you about the mine. There's a cave system, small cave underneath this business, and they were using that to store radioactive material. That being right here. Here it's just labeled as a mole rat den. There's one more right there. Make that 3. Whoops. Sorry.
How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy. You know any tricks?
That was their reward for the safety. With the people not realizing that they were hiding the radioactive waste. I'm over encumbered. That is going to be an issue. Had to make a few trips now. I'm not used to that. I'll come back for the shotgun and the others. They should be fine for the short amount of time that I will be outside the cave. This isn't good. There we go. Everything's going well so far. Although because of the save feature on survival, I get nervous sometimes.
Sweet.
Concrete. I'll bring one thing of concrete from Sanctuary. That's because I want to at least build one water pump at the Red Rocket place. Granted, it's close enough to here that I could get water from the E to B, but I wouldn't worry about it so much if it weren't survival. Fell right into the world itself. Have to be careful with small items. They do that from time to time. The strange thing here is that no matter how many times you loot this body, it'll always return, which is weird. That's probably a bad idea. But there's a way around that too. I'll show you how. Let's do this. You notice when I picked it up I was over encumbered, but now I'm not, because it doesn't count what you're manipulating right here as part of your weight. So in other words, if you have an exceptionally heavy thing that you want to carry and you're almost over encumbered, you can do this little trick. I may actually want to use some of those grenades. This is going to be useful. Each of them use a different type of shell, so that's not bad. Before I wouldn't have considered the damage resistance, but now on survival it matters a bit more since I don't have any armor just yet. Hmm. Well, that's new information. Moving it destroyed the computer. Wasn't quite expecting that, but good to know. Okay, well rested. Statuses. Endurance, agility, plus 10 XP. I need to get my luck up, so I need to start working on my base skills as well. I also need to redo my weapons. Usually how I do that is I try to put melee to the left, handguns to the right, and rifles up until I get more than one of some types. That's one option. Also another option is sometimes I do handguns up and rifles to the right. Rifles, shotguns, anything like that. Let's see if I can upgrade some of these weapons before I go into... This would be nice. Sometimes you can run into one of these. Don't have gun nuts, so I'm rather limited. But even something as simple as that is going to be helpful. Do know where there's a pistol. And that is this way. Come to think of it. Yeah, this is gonna be We're going to need the fuel, food, yeah. Well, that's fuel, but then follow this. That was powering the magnetic charge to keep this thing up here locked. And here it is, snub nose. So now I've got a 44. And good amount of Radaway and Rad-X. Ill parasites. It should be till morning. Antibiotics or a doctor. Those chemistry labs are going to be useful. Should be on their healing den. Zombie on weakness, infection and parasites. Gourd blossom, care of. Antibiotics. And I need chemist. Alright. Oh, I made a mistake. I hit the square button. Didn't mean to do that. Great. Fatigue. See if there's anything here for fatigue. Those herbal supplements, a stimulant, but I don't have what I need to make it. Because I accidentally used that right away, I'm also tired. But it takes a lot out of you. I'm gonna have to do something about that sickness. Hopefully I can find something in the town. Enemies. And see where the other one went to. been playing for a while, I might want to get to endurance as quickly as humanly possible. Endurance 10. And that's because I need 27 level, 50 level. It's going to take a little while. Ghoulish is going to help infinitely more. Especially at first. 24, that's not bad. A combination of ghoulish and solar powered should keep me alive, but I need to up my endurance for that.
Don't think I can pick this. Hey.
I need to see the effects of a stim pack. It heals even slower than in the regular game. I'm going to want to avoid prolonged combat then. Used up a stim pack, but that information is something I needed to know. I'm gonna have to play combat, I think, as if this were a Tom Clancy game, taking cover. Alright. Actually, come to think of it, I should save. You can't really save like you usually can in a regular game. You have to sacrifice 1 hour at least. This might work. It's gonna hurt my visibility, but maybe it'll hurt theirs as well. Gunfire, that's the ones attacking the Minutemen. stay hidden as long as I can. This should work. Whew.
Hey, up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please!
Okay. This does become a hard choice. That's not gonna help. This will help keep me alive, so it's going to be immensely valuable. I still need to get up my endurance. Okay, now I can get some armor. Left leg. Right arm. Right arm. Right arm. I think the other one had leather right arm. Honestly, would rather wear that than a raider armor. Yeah. to go in. Right up there.
No more British occupation. Back to England with you. You want the back names. Have your tea back, you chicken imps.
Only a fucking coward hide.
More taxation without representation. Remember that. Send these drink my tea. Back to London, boys. Come on, Dawes. Ride to Lexington. You want Hancock in Adam. Awake, men of Middlesex.
Scared, huh?
Regulars are coming out.
Right there.
No sign of him now.
Alright, so it's not Booth, because Booth shares the O. Guido. Possible. Music. It's not Tau. It's not Tower. It's not Hold. Narrows it down further, it's not Wiser.
Sweet. Guts.
I think that's Old Ironsides.
I'm telling you, man, let's just get the hell out of here. We got no reason to hang around and get shot.
Stop being such a fucking pansy. We hold out for the others like we're supposed to.
What are you, deaf? Somebody's out there shooting the place up. I ain't sitting around waiting to die.
I swear to God, you make a move for that exit, and I'll cut you myself. Shut your mouth. You'll never get the drop on this shit.
Let him move around this a little bit. hit the one with the melee,
Oh, I
not the
know
one
you're
with the...
here.
Oh, that worked out. These Raider armors are taking more damage from energy blasts. That's what they mean by it protects you from certain types of damage, but not always others, and at different degrees.
I'm coming in there, and I'm gonna skin every last one of you.
Come on, man. They ain't going nowhere. We got other shit to deal with.
You hear that? I gotta take a little walk, but I'll be back, and you'll be dead.
So they can't get through the door. You play through this one, the regular one. There's one of them. And there's the other.
Man.
Ah, shoot. I wonder if it's probably gonna be all the way back to Red Rocket. Yeah. Don't stay out of cover for too long. And don't worry about dying too, in this case. Each time you do, shows you how not to do something. Allows you to refine your tactics.
Look out! There's still a...
Hey, up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Please!
Before, every time you enter and exit a place, it would save. So that can take a bit of getting used to as well. With this thing, just aim where you can see sort of the top of a nail. Where the head of the nail is where you should aim.
No more British occupation. What do we do with you? You want the black game. Have your tea back, you. Check your names. Back to your home. No taxation without
No
payment.
need to hide. We'll all be overseen.
Let's turn these priests back to London, boys.
Only a fucking coward hides.
Got it.
So it has one in common with smile. Could be stock, shares DS. Could be study, also shares DS. Could be clips. Could be grief. Probably not timer. There's a lot of them that have something in common. Actually, this has two in common, so it's not this one. This one doesn't share anything in common. Nor this one. This one shares 2 in common. So I think that eliminates everything on this side. Timer has nothing in common. Let's see if it's the eye. It's not the eye. That means either it's study or stock.
Nice.
I must have hit this hobby horse. What about this barrier? Okay, this time I got the one with the gun first. When it's flashing like that, that means it'll remove all my armor. If I try to equip it. Since I know I'm just gonna be talking to them, I need something that will raise my charisma.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minutemen.
Minutemen? So now I'm traveling backward in time.
Protect the people at a minute's notice. That was the idea. So I joined up, wanted to make a difference. And I did, but things fell apart. Now it looks like I'm the last Minuteman left standing.
Who are these people?
Just folks looking for a new home. A fresh start. I've been with them since Quincy. Lexington looked good for a while, but the ghouls drove us out of there. A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. It's just me, the Longs, Marcy and June. That's old Mama Murphy on the couch. And this here is Sturgis.
Hey.
Ghouls? What are ghouls?
Wow.
Maybe?
You really aren't from around here, are you?
Nope.
Ghouls are irradiated people. Most are just like you and me. They look pretty messed up and
God damn it.
live for a long time, but they're still just people. The ones I'm talking about are different. The radiations rotted their brains, made
that
them
ain't it.
feral. They'll rip you apart just as soon as look at you. Anyway, we figured Concord would be a safe place to settle. Those raiders proved us wrong. But, well, we do have one idea.
One good idea can make all the difference.
Sturgis, tell her.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
That's some serious protection.
Oh, it gets better. Get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
Minigun. Now we're talking.
I know, right? Only there's one hitch. The suit's out of juice. Probably been dry for 100 years. It can be powered up again. But we're a bit stuck.
I'll help if I can.
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC, a standardized fusion core, your high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used by the military and some companies way back when. And we know right where to find one.
But we can't get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement, locked behind a security gate. Look, Tinker, bypassing security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
Actually, I already grabbed the fusion core. We're set.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning around.
And you
Once
say
you
that
core into the
whether
power
you
armor,
get the fusion
grab that
core in the
minigun,
building
those
or you
raiders
get
will
the
know they
fusion
picked the wrong
core
fight.
at the Red Rocket.
Good luck.
Now look who Dogmeat brought to us.
So he's your dog.
Aw, he ain't my dog. No, sir. Dogmeat, he's what you call his own man. You can't own a free spirit like that. But he chooses his friends and sticks with them. He'll stay by you now. I saw it.
Please, tell me what you know.
Just listen to me, acting a crazy old lady. It's the chems, you see. Give old Mama Murphy sight. Been that way since I was a girl.
What's the site?
I can see a bit of what was and what will be. And even what is right now. And right now, I can see there's something coming. Drawn by the noise and the chaos. And it is angry.
What is it? Mama Murphy, I need more. Please.
I see. I see. Oh. It's horrible, kid. Claws and teeth and horns. The very face of death itself.
Deathclaw.
That's all I can manage. That's all. I need to rest now. And you have a job to do.
These are our lives you're playing with.
Perfect.
Are you listening to me?
No. Why?
Let's see how much the power armor gives in terms of protection.
Personal log. United States Army Staff Sergeant Michael Daly. This past Saturday, October 23rd, while en route to West Stockbridge, a vertibird crashed into the roof of this museum. The cause? EMP following nuclear detonation. Several, in fact. Day after the intel I've gathered, Flaherty and Canoa were shot by some scared, desperate survivors. Then Brzezinski took off running. Haven't seen him since. Now, it's my turn to go AWOL, if that concept even applies anymore. My armor's fusion core is burned out, so I guess my soldering days are done.
A little bit of extra armor is going to make a difference. Even this power armor. Oh.
Up here. Boss! We got somebody up here!
Why don't you get down here? Give me that fancy gun up close. Not a lot of people can get past my boys. I'll give you that. Come on, I got places to be.
Quite mean to blow that up just yet. There's one up there. That's it. Whoa! I did not expect that. The unexpected was how that Deathclaw just threw that truck.
Easy, Mama. You okay?
I'm fine, Preston. Quit fussing.
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side.
The feeling's mutual, Preston.
You can never have too many friends. Not in the Commonwealth. Listen, when we first met, you asked about the Minutemen. One thing you should know about us, we help out our friends. So here, for everything you've done, thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Well, since you say that, maybe you'll come to Sanctuary with us. We could use your help getting settled there.
All right, Garvey. I'm in.
Oh, that's wonderful. But there's more to your destiny, isn't there? I've seen it, and I know your pain.
My destiny? What do you mean?
You're a woman out of time, out of hope. But all is not lost. I can feel your son's energy. He's alive.
I knew it. Please, tell me where he is. I need to find my son.
I can't see him, not clearly, but I feel his life force. He's out there. And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth, Diamond City.
And we find out
Biggest
later why she
settlement
can't see
around.
him clearly.
What's in Diamond City? Is Sean there?
Look, kid, I'm tired now. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later. The sight will paint a clearer picture.
No, Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
But shush, Preston, we're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the sight. And our new friend here, she's gonna need it too. Now let's get going. Sanctuary awaits.
All right, folks. Thanks to our friend here, it's safe to move out. We're heading for that place Mama Murphy knows about. Sanctuary. It's not far.
She knows about it? You mean she had one of her visions while she was stoned out of her gourd? And now you want us to just head out on another wild goose chase based on no better plan than Mama Murphy saw it?
It can
Oh,
hardly
hold
turn
on,
out
hold
any
on.
worse than...
Everybody just take it easy. We're all in this together, right? So Marcy, you got a better idea of what we should do next? Anybody? Well then, Sanctuary it is. Let's just hope it lives up to its name.
Come on, June, it's time to go.
Oh, okay.
You coming with us to
Your
Sanctuary?
name's in Diamond City, child.
Don't forget the price we paid to get this far. Let's move out. I'll take point. Stay close, everyone.
We're right behind you, boss.
Oh yeah, that reminds me, I gotta level up too, actually. Interesting. Let's see, where's Chemist? Should be under Intelligence. just outside. One intelligence will help me level faster. And chemist... Wait. Yeah, chemist will help me build the chemicals I need to cure myself.
First time I've seen one of these things up close. I'm very glad it's already dead.
Let's see what overencumbered does. Periodic damage. It's gonna do that even with the power armor. Maybe. But it's possible the power armor might actually absorb the damage for me. This is a bit risky, but no damage so far. No, it's not going to absorb the damage for me. That's where the other bug went.
Where are we going?
Don't worry, June. Just stay with me. It'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
One thing I can do is drop off that stuff here. Then I'll come back for it later.
That. I think I just found my new vacation home.
Your idea of heaven, eh, Sturgis? Could be some good salvage in there. Let's get to Sanctuary first, though. I think we're close. I'll be damned. It's the monument to the original Minutemen. I knew that was somewhere around Concord. That means this right here must be the Old North Bridge, where the first shots of the American Revolution were fired. I'd call that the best omen I've seen since we left Quincy.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, boss, but I'm glad you're happy about it.
If you think about it, there are a number of parallels between Fallout 4 and the American Revolution, with the Institute as a stand-in for the British. And even shares some similar things to the War of 1812, if you count the Institute's kidnapping of people and replacing them as impressing American citizens. While stopping ships, kidnapping people, and impressing them into the British Navy. Of course, this happened in England too. And it was one way that they increased their navy by using press gangs. What they would do is they would grab drunks, anyone by themselves, with no or little support, and press them into the British Navy.
I'm glad you decided to come with us. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
Yeah, I used to like living here. Before the war.
What do you mean? Before what war? Are you saying...
I lived here. Over 200 years ago. I was frozen or something for most of it. Just woke up a little while ago.
Damn. Like one of those old pre-war ghouls. You say you were frozen. Anybody else make it out with you?
Just my son. Somebody took him away while I was still trapped. I've been looking for him.
Damn. I'm sorry. I hope you find him. Let me know if there's any way I can help. Anyway, I am glad you're here.
Awkward delay.
I hope you don't mind, but I've got another favor to ask. I've had word from a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in there are Minutemen out there, somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
I'd be glad to help.
That's fantastic. The Minutemen could use more people like you. By the way, if you want to help out around here at all, talk to Sturgis. I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get.
Sanctuary. I knew you'd join us here, kid. Your energy is tied to this place.
I used to live here. long time ago.
Ah, but the distant past ain't so distant for you. I saw you leave that icebox. This whole world is like some bad dream you can't wake up from, isn't it? The sight can help you, kid. It always has answers. Just gotta bring me some jet so I can see what it wants to tell you.
I'll see if I can find some.
My hero.
Hey, do you have a moment? I wanted to thank you for helping us out in Concord. If only we'd run into you sooner.
What happened to you guys?
Long story short, we've been on the move since the attack on Quincy. There used to be more of us. My son, he's gone.
Your son. What was his name?
Kyle. My son's name was Kyle.
I understand how you feel. I lost someone too.
But you and I, we're still here, right? We have to go on. For them.
Find me some jet. Then I can use the sight to help you.
Fatigue and lethargy, that's gonna be very helpful. That should help cure the problem I've been having. Oh, fusion core weighs significant. Need circuitry to repair that. I should be able to get that fairly soon. Need science for some of these. And armor. Need more adhesive.
Yeah?
You willing to do
That
some work?
minigun is way heavy.
I'd be glad to help. Just tell me what you need.
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground for too long. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our heads. Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick. There's a workbench over there you can use. Give me a holler if you need anything.
Yeah, that's right. I already put in the beds.
Sturgis.
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits. What we need now is a reliable source of clean water.
I'm on it. Clean water coming up.
Great. Thanks again.
Sturgis.
I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable supply of clean water. I hope you don't mind me asking for some more help, but our food supplies are running low. If we're gonna settle here, we'll need to get some crops established.
I'll start planting right away.
Good deal.
Seems to be growing well.
This should give me enough. Food. Okay, that's enough food. Food is at 6.
Another day in the Commonwealth.
No jet just yet. Need fertilizer for that.
Sturgis.
Well, this place is starting to feel like home. Now that we can grow our own food, I think we can really make a go of this. Trouble is, the more we establish ourselves here, the more of a target we become. What we need is to get some defenses set up. Then maybe Preston will be able to relax a little bit.
I'm on it.
Ah, thanks. It'll make everyone feel more secure here.
Sturgis.
Thanks for doing that. We'll all sleep better at night knowing we have some defenses set up. It's been a long road. But yeah, I think this is it. Home. Feels good.
I was glad to help.
Well, I appreciate it. Of course, you know you're welcome anytime. My door's always open to you. Windows, too. Some of the walls actually come to think of it. I guess I better get back to it. Take care now.
Still had that suppressed immunity. See what I can do about that here. Then I'll start moving all the objects I find in Concord to Sanctuary, and that should help me build a bit more. That's all I can stream for the moment, a little bit shorter today. But I'll try to get in the stream a little bit later on. So thank you for watching, and that is it for the moment. Although first I need to get on the ground. It's not going to be a problem since it'll start off in the bed anyway. So thank you for watching, and that is it for the moment.